Hi, pre-Kers. We have been spending a lot of time this year looking at our birds. We have bird feeders in our garden. We have the Eno board with our lab of ornithology bird feeders that we watch all the time. Today I'm going to read a story about birds, and you might recognize some of these birds because we know a lot of birds by name now. This story is called Counting is for the Birds. And here are the birds. And because it's called Counting is for the Birds, I think we might be counting some birds. What do you think? Let's count the birds that are on the cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 birds. And we know that this red bird is called a cardinal. That's right, a cardinal. And here's our chickadee. And here's our tufted titmouse. Let's see what goes on in this story. Counting is for the birds. This story was written by Frank Mazzola Jr. and Frank Mazzola Jr. drew the pictures too. Counting is for the birds. The feeder is still. It hangs overhead, just like our bird feeders outside. It's morning and time for the birds to be fed. This new day begins with fog all around. Be still, because there are birds to be found. Look who's looking at the bird feeder. The kitty cat. What do kitty cats think of birds? Let's see what kitty cats think of birds. 0 birds. Well hidden below, a cat lies in wait. This cat is greedy and his appetite great. He sees there are 0 birds he can catch. No birds on the feeder for him to snatch. They have 4 different kinds of bird seeds in the bird feeder. They have striped sunflowers, black oiled sunflowers, safflowers, and white millet. Those are things that birds love to eat. Then one chickadee grabs with his feet, and a second floats in. Her tiny wings beat. Both birds move quickly, so keep them in view. Count them together, and you will find 2. 1, 2 birds. 1, 2. 2 chickadees. There is a titmouse, and 4 is her mate. These birds are feeding at a rapid rate. 3, 4. These little creatures will flee to the trees once they have landed. They peck at the seeds. So the little titmouse grabs some seeds and then flies over to a tree and pecks at the seeds. She doesn't stay at the bird feeder. She's very careful, and the chickadees do that too. Bird 5 clutches on and pecks with his beak. Number 6 arrives and takes a quick peek. Look, woodpeckers. Downy woodpeckers are coming in. These woodpeckers eat bugs they find in wood, but they also eat seeds, which tastes really good. They like the elder borer and a ladybug and the eastern-eyed click beetle, so they like to eat bugs, but they also like to eat bird seed. Downy woodpeckers. 7 and 8. Birds 7 and 8 drop in from up high. Goldfinch's feathers help color the sky. The number of birds grows larger so fast. The cat is still watching the birds that fly past. Here are our tufted titmouse and our goldfinches. Goldfinches, you can tell because they have yellow or gold bodies. They were 7 and 8. 9 and 10. 9 is a sparrow who dives in with speed. The 10th follows her lead. 10 birds are feeding with plenty to share, eating together, enjoying the fare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 birds. Number 10. 11 and 12. 11 is red and he feeds on the ground. Number 12 swoops in, not making a sound. Crouching in silence, the cat keeps his stare, while cardinals feed in front of his lair. His lair is his secret hiding place. And you can see the cardinals. This is the male cardinal. The female cardinal doesn't have as much red. 13, 14. A famished duo is next to arrive. 13 and 14. These finches will thrive. 14 birds feasting, all eating their fill. Each bird is hungry and cracks seeds with skill. This is the front of the finch. So let's see if we can find our finches over here. There they are. 1, 2. Here's number 2. So 13 and 14 birds. 15 and 16. Bird 15 flies by, his pal sweeps in too. These buntings are colored an indigo blue. 16 birds eating and looking about, devouring seeds until they run out. That's a lot of birds on a bird feeder. I think they should probably have 2 or 3 bird feeders for all those birds. Just like at the Lab of Ornithology, they have all those different bird feeders hanging for different birds. 17 and 18, join this array. These 2 nuthatches will soon fly away. For now they relax and wait for the chance to feed on the seeds they eye with a glance. The nuthatches have these tiny little skinny legs. Let's see if we can find them. The nuthatches. These are I don't know where our nuthatches are. That's our tufted titmouse. Oh, here they are. 1 and 2. Let's see. Well, we know one nuthatch is upside down. Here's our other nuthatch right on the top of the feeder. 19. The feeder twists when a blue jay flies in. Number 19 enjoys this swift side spin. He seems imposing because of his size. The others react with utter surprise. Holy cow, here comes that great big blue jay. 20. The second blue jay, the final bird here, is looking around and showing no fear. Our count is 20. It's time for the feast. 20 is plenty for this sneaky beast. Let's see if we can count 20. We're going to start at the top with our cardinal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 birds at one bird feeder. That's a lot of birds. I wonder what's going to happen now. Launching himself with his prey well in sight, the cat tries to catch the birds in mid-flight, but something goes wrong. A gray streak lands here, scaring his quarry that used to be near. So the cat leaps from the bottom trying to catch the birds, but look who comes in from the top. What is it? I think we've seen those before on bird feeders. They love bird feeders. One selfish squirrel spoils all the cat's fun, and as you can see, his plan, is now done. The cat feels sad because he missed a treat, but 20 birds are now feeding down the street. Wow, it says it is estimated that over 100 billion birds live on Earth. 100 billion birds. That means there are more birds on Earth than people. We are surrounded by birds. If you hang a bird feeder, the birds will come to eat, and you can count on it. And we have bird feeders by our room at school, and the Lab of Ornithology has bird feeders. And next week, we're sending you a book that Miss Allie made about going to the Lab of Ornithology to find birds. And you see if we found birds and if we found anything else. You watch for the book about our visit to the Lab of Ornithology. And that's our story for today. Counting is for the birds. I hope you have a nice week, and I will see you soon. Bye, Pre-K.